A recording of a conversation of Russian military officer appeared in the I Want to Live Telegram channel. Denis was in the Donetsk region. He told his friend that only 6 of the 25 men in his unit returned after the assault. According to the soldier, the commanders have already sent 2 regiments on slaughter, but they have not been able to advance. Although Russian propagandists talk about victories, the Russian military doesn't take away the bodies of the dead, they simply destroy them.
All of my guys are dead. They won't even let me pick them up. Now the Sonsipok will work again to destroy the bodies so they don't rot there. And you know what they will write later? The guys are just missing. Yeah, I've heard that before. They do. It's not to pay the family any money. From a publication in the Telegram channel of the project I Want to Live.
4 Russian servicemen of the 51st Reconnaissance Battalion Peresvet escaped from the battlefield and told about large-scale losses of the Russian army near Bakhmut. They claim that their 3rd Army Corps has lost up to 80% of its manpower. The command persisted in sending personnel on suicidal attacks, not only without artillery support, but also without equipment.
Everything we use, rifles, rocket-propelled grenades, machine guns, all of it were found and stolen. For example, a man from another unit was killed. He's lying there with a machine gun. We walked by and picked up the machine gun, brought it here, and all this is distributed to new recruits. From a publication in the Telegram channel of the I Want to Live project.
98% of Russian soldiers wounded in the war against Ukraine are forced to return to the battlefield. Artyom Kirishev from the 25th Brigade of the Russian Armed Forces was ordered to go into battle after being wounded instead of being treated and rehabilitated. After his refusal, his commanders sent him and 3 other Russian servicemen to the so-called pit. The officers promised to send the wounded to Storm Z, which basically means being sent to slaughter. Kirishev wrote a complaint to the military prosecutor's office. There, he wrote that he is ready to go to prison, but wants to stay alive.
Being wounded, I refused to follow the order. They put me in a cage for that, and now they want to send me to the storms to slaughter. If anything happens to me, I ask you to blame Tiger and Kuzbas for my death. These are the call signs of our brigade and battalion commanders.
On January 9, 2024, in response to the constant request to search for missing Russian servicemen received by the Coordination Headquarters for the Treatment of Prisoners of War, the Unified Center of the Search for Servicemen of the Russian Army in Ukraine, I Want to Live, was launched in Ukraine. During the first months of its work, the project received several thousand applications. 4,669 of them have already been processed. 112 people have been found among the prisoners of war. 29 of them have already returned to Russia as a part of exchanges.
2 applications identified servicemen who had been in Ukraine captivity in the past and returned home on exchange in 2022-2023. After their return from captivity, they were sent back to the war where they went missing. We also found 12 dead servicemen of the Russian army whose bodies remains were collected by Ukrainian search teams and tentatively identified. From a publication in the Telegram channel of the project I Want to Find.
The Kremlin seeks to block Russians from finding their loved ones. The Federal Service for Supervision of Communications, Information Technology and Mass Media has blocked access to the website of the I Want to Find project in Russia. Despite this, the Search Center for Russian Army Servicemen in Ukraine continues to work and process all requests. It provides all information on a person that the official Ukrainian authorities have. Reported by Anastasia Tarnavska, Yulia Bil, UATV News.